What up, guys? It's your boy Kevin Yee, the Farm D. What is up, mother people? Today, on today's live stream, for y'all that don't know, if you don't know my live stream schedule right now, my live stream schedule is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single Sunday. So that's when I'm pretty much guaranteed to actually live stream and answer your questions, get some one-on-one time. And today I thought, I would try to lighten things up because recently I've been talking a lot about success and what does that mean and manage your time and all that shit. But the point of these streams is just to kick back and just like really get to know you guys and help you guys like get to know me a little more, because I mean, even though I share a lot of stories and stuff, I just want to share my life and my life experiences with you. Because right now, like these days, for y'all that don't know, I'm like 30 years old, so pretty much a dinosaur at this point. But I'm still young. I dude, I get like haircuts and shit, and I don't know. I have my life experiences, and I just want to share them with you. And I know a lot of people, they probably go through the same shit. Let me turn the music down. I think it's a little loud right now. But also, today's stream I have Mudda Chipotle, baby. So gonna be having dinner with y'all because it's dinner time over here. So yeah, I went to Chipotle, and dude, it's surprising. Ever since that like Chipotle scandal, dude, there hasn't been that many people going there. Like I noticed the lines and stuff aren't as long and all that. But yeah, I went to one in Koreatown off Wilshire and Vermont in LA, for y'all that don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna be eating with y'all, fucking just eating and shit. I went extra balling today. I got Seton, what's up? What's up? Love that homeless video. I'm glad you liked it, man. Maybe I'll do more of those, but there's a lot of haters too on it, man, too. They're like, I saw one comment like, you don't care about homeless people. Yo, don't project your own values on me. But I'm glad to see that most people really liked what I was doing. It was just literally spur of the moment. And shout out to Nellen. She actually inspired me to do it. She was the one that came up with the idea. I initially was like, oh, dude, I'm so busy. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. When was the last time I actually helped people? And I was like, yeah, I should really do something in my life where I actively be a role model. I think it's one thing for me to be on the other side of the screen and be like, hey, y'all should do this. You should do that. But dude, who the fuck wants to listen to that shit? I'd rather just lead by doing, man. So yeah. But today I'm working with a Chipotle salad. This is keto friendly, by the way. So I got salad, I got some pico de gallos, a little bit of corn, some chicken, and some guacamole. So I don't know about you, but when I order Chipotle, I always gotta get the guac, man. The guac is where it's at. You can't get Chipotle bowl without the guac, son. That guy with the turtle was the best. Yeah, I know, it's the most random thing. I've actually been meaning to go back because that turtle guy, he's telling me that he wanted some sardines and stuff. So I have sardines at home, but I just haven't headed back in that direction in a while. But yeah, he's actually a really good dude. I actually gave him the rest of those tuna rolls. Not tuna, turkey rolls, just because he was telling me that a lot of people come through his tent and he just feeds them a lot of time. So it's like dope. And he seems like a really genuine guy. Like a lot of people don't give these people the time of day, but I'm like, damn, like I don't know. At the end of the day, they're people. They got their own issues and shit, but it never hurts to just like get to know people a little more. I started building a real cool connection with them on the street. So have I been back? Not really. But I mean, I cut through that area sometimes. I just haven't, as much as I want to help people too, I gotta focus on my life as well. So I'll probably stop by, see how Turtle Snoop is doing, see if that guy remembers me. and show him some sardines. Yeah, that was a good deed, man. Thanks. I really appreciate it. I've been actually meaning to have that video out for a while. And I just didn't know the way to title it and stuff, but I just wanted to help people. You know, that's always been me. And like I said, real big shout out to Nellen because she actually was the mastermind behind that. I didn't actually plan that. So I give her a lot of shout out. And that's what I mean. Like, yo, your environment shapes who you are. So like if you have people that are very giving, people who like encourage you to do whatever, you're more likely to do those things. But let's say if you had those like scumbags where like you don't care about homeless people, like don't do that. Homeless people don't deserve it. What's the chance that you're actually going to be giving to those people? Not very high. So always surround yourself around really kind-hearted, good-ass people in your life. Totally worth it. I don't regret it one bit. I thought it was really cool. I might do another one soon, but I literally haven't planned anything yet. Nice coming with new vids. How's your weekend? Weekend was pretty sick. I just been really busy. So fun fact, for y'all, I just finished Dan Locke's high ticket closing course, which is amazing course. I'll put an affiliate link below, like for his free book and shit. Really life-changing course. Best if like you haven't bought a course, this is the course to buy. So I'll put it in the description and stuff. But really good. So I finished that. I've been doing all these sales calls. I'm looking for an influencer to work with right now. So yeah. Everything's been going pretty well. I've been really slacking on refugee hustle. I apologize for that. I've been doing the motherfucker up, but you know, like honestly, I just like literally my days are packed. Even though like I'm unemployed, like my days are freaking packed like crazy. But I'm not complaining. I love it. I love my life right now. Like I get to get up, do jujitsu every single morning. I get to lift every single morning. I get to read, study, and reach out to people. And honestly, I like for once I actually see the biggest win, and it's just right around the corner. I'm not gonna lie though, I actually had a big breakdown the other day too. Actually, dude, I was like bawling my eyes out like crazy. I was like, yeah, because I had self-doubt. And that's the thing, like sometimes we always think like, yo, shit always gotta be linear and like you always have to keep on growing. But no, dude, sometimes you catch some major L's. And that day I was just like, yo, I feel like a fucking bitch this day. And really came back to my childhood and my relationship with my dad. I realized that a lot of these internal scripts I have, like, hey, you're not good enough, oh, this has to be perfect before you launch it, that's what's really holding me back right now in life. So I realized that I'm getting a lot closer. I realized that I had to reshoot another part of my video because I had to shoot another part of my investing course because I fucking deleted the file by accident, but it wasn't too bad. I feel like the more times I shoot it, the better it is actually. So, man, this double chicken guac like salad is so good, man. Anyways, let's see how many people. 6 people watching. Yeah, I realized like recently, maybe it's because the frequency where I post my videos and stuff, but I haven't been getting as many views. It's okay though. I don't really care. So this will be like a mukbang-esque type of video. Honestly, I'm not eating like a lot of food, but I'm just eating this bowl. But I thought I could just chill with you guys and just talk to you guys about 3 friendships I've burned. You know, I was in the car and I was thinking about like, man, I'm so lucky to have such kick-ass friends who support me whatever I do. They always check up on me. They're like, Kevin, how you doing? Like, is everything going well for you? You know, they actually really care about me. I'm just so fucking lucky. But it wasn't always like this. Sometimes, like for me, I've had really shitty friendships like everybody else. If you don't go through life having a shitty friendship, then you honestly don't have any friends, or you just haven't lived life, because shitty friendships happen to everyone. And I'm not saying that by shitty friendship it's that person's fault 100%. No, some of these things are definitely my fault. And today I wanted to share how I either fucked up a friendship, or how I decided, hey, maybe we're not good friends anymore. So I think this is like really good. And this is more than just like, I guess, your friendship. You can apply it to business partners, coworkers, and anything, or employer, whatever. I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you 3 friends that I've burned, or that friendships that I've burned. Let's see. I gotta change the names on these. Let's pretend I have a friend. I don't know why Brian is coming up, but okay. Let's pretend we have this guy named Brian. So, oh shit! I just spat over my mic. Fuck. So let's pretend there's this guy named Brian. So Brian and I were actually friends since the 2nd grade. We used to go to each other's houses. We used to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We used to play the shit out of that. We used to go arcades together. If you're from Boston, you're a real OG person, you'll know that we went to Good Times all the time just to play at the arcades. It's really cool. We were both into hip hop. We just kicked it off. We're both part of math team, science team. He was smart. He's actually a lot smarter than me. But we're in the same classes together a lot of time. We both went through the stage of being a nerd together. And surprisingly, he was one of my only non-Asian friends. Because, fun fact, Kevin Yee grew up in the suburbs, man. So there weren't that many Asian kids at my elementary school. So we used to kick it. We used to have fun all the time. We just got along. I remember, like, even back then, we used to do boxing. And what boxing meant was, like, I used to do kung fu and shit. So I just wanted to do a fight club type of thing. So I remember going to the Arsenal Mall in Watertown, going to the sporting goods place, and we bought mouth guards, boxing gloves, headgear, all that sort of stuff. And we just like literally fight each other in the basement. It was pretty cool. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun. And we used to blast hip hop music. A lot of good memories with him. But I remember even one time, randomly, he was like, I need to talk to you, Kevin. I was like, oh shit, am I in trouble? Did I piss you off? But I'm like, okay, dude, shoot over a house. Comes over, go to a park. I could tell, like, you know that feeling where it feels really awkward, or like there's something really deep that somebody has to tell you. It's almost like a girl or a guy saying, like, I love you. No, my friend was not gay, by the way. But yeah, so we go to a park and he's like, yeah, man, honestly, I'm suicidal. And I was like, oh shit, man, like, how long have you been feeling like this? We just started talking about that. But that I just emphasized this point was that's how close our bond was, you know? But you know, like, as he felt this way because a lot of girls, they didn't really relate to him. They always thought he was creepy. And here's the thing. My friend Brian, he had Asperger's. So it was hard for him to relate to people. He's really, really smart. Honestly, I saw that really caring part of him. But yeah. And I remember one time he really liked this cheerleader. I'll name her, well, it doesn't even matter. I'll name her Angela. So Brian had a real big crush on Angela, right? And man, but Angela did not feel the same way at all. She was like, he's creepy and all that sort of stuff. They used to tease him and stuff, and even I clowned on him a few times. This is where I fucked up as a friend. I'm not proud of it, but yeah, man, like I teased him like once or twice about it, but apparently it really hurt him a lot. Even though like I was there for him, I was like, hey, don't sweat it, man. Like there's other girls out there. You know, you're a good guy. I know that you're a great guy. Like still, it was really hard on him. So he went on without in high school. He even tried to go after my ex. I was like, damn, that's not cool, but whatever. But yeah, let's say yeah, so you know, he went throughout high school. His dating life wasn't that great. I remember this one like girl, like one of our mutual friends, like was sort of interested in giving BJ in the park or some shit like that, and then bounced on him. So he's never really had a really good relationship. Same with in college, like he never really had a strong relationship either with any girls. But he held on to all this anger for years. And here's me. We're just talking. Everything seems like normal to us, right? But he would have these random outbursts of like, I can't believe you fucking Asians in high school. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, dude, that's really, first of all, that's hella racist. Two, like, what exactly do you mean? That was in high school. And keep in mind, this is like maybe 8 or 9 years later after high school. So he's holding on to this. He's like, the reason why I can't get girls was because of you guys. Like, you guys never accepted me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, whoa, that's kind of extreme, man. And then you have these periods of like reverting back. So everything would be cool. We'd be really dope. But every once in a while, he held on to his anger. He was so mad at me, or so mad at all of us Asian kids. And keep in mind, I invited him out because I thought he was cool. Like, I wanted him to get introduced to my friends, you know? No one forced him to hang out with us. I was like, hey, yo, Brian, you want to come over? Chill with some of the Asian people? He's like, yeah, I'm down. So I just always wanted him to feel included. You know, that was just me. You know, like, I want people to, like, I didn't want him to feel left out. So we played football together and shit like that back in the day. But, you know, but then here he is, like, saying, like, all you Asians, like, fucking suck. I try to hang out with you guys, and I always feel like I'm excluded and shit. I was like, okay. So he brought it up, like, maybe January of... Brian probably brought it up January of 2016, maybe. And, like, yo, this kid goes on his, like, fucking Asian thing again. He's like, okay. I was like, what exactly are you pissed about? Like, what is that? Tell me exactly why you're pissed. It's like, the other day I was hanging with you Asian people, and then like y'all like clowned on me or some shit like that. And I was like, hold up. Before you say you Asian people, what do you exactly mean? Because you didn't hang out with me. You hung out with someone else, right? And he's like, yeah, like, I don't know, like, blah, blah, blah. You make me, this is the reason why I can't get girls. So he had this like really strong victim mentality. I was like, okay. I was like, honestly, Brian, do you think I'm a shitty friend? He's like, yes. Blah, blah, like, you're the reason, like you're the reason why I can't get girls and all that sort of shit. And I'm just like, okay, cool. You know what? I'll give you an option, man. If you don't think we're really good friends, then I give you the option. We don't have to be friends. No one said that we actually had to be friends. So if you don't want to be friends with me, I'm fine with it. You know, like, I'm always there for you. But if you think this is the best thing for yourself, go ahead. I don't, like, it's perfectly fine. I'm okay with it. You know? He's like, yeah, maybe we're not good friends after all, you know? So, and keep in mind, like, I've always tried to help him, man. This kid, like, I've always tried to help him. I've talked to him about, like, therapy and all that sort of stuff. But he can't let go of that victim mentality. And sometimes, like, so what I learned from this story with Brian was that don't bite the hand that feeds you. Said Seton. J Vlogs, see ya. Yeah, man. So like it's just like, yo, sometimes you just have to do what's like best for both of you. I mean, relationships change. Like, my friendship is one of the best things that ever happened to me as a kid. You know, like, it was really dope. Like, I still remember all those times we used to go to MIT. We used to go to Good Times to go play arcade games and Marvel vs. Capcom. But it's like, sometimes things change. Sometimes you outgrow your friends. Maybe they're stuck in that victim mentality. And hey, dude, do I really want to be with someone that blames me for something over 8 years ago? And here's the thing, like, hey, I take all 100, whatever I did wrong, I take 100% responsibility. We have to realize the person that you were 7-8 years ago is not the same person. Our cells change, they divide. The way I think is completely different from high school. I would hope that is different from high school. But if you're still stuck in that mindset, do I really want to be friends with you? Do I really want to be with someone who always looks at them as a victim? And I know, sometimes it's just they can't help it, but hey, I can't afford to have these people in my life that really bring down my mood, and I am so emotionally draining and shit. So that's a story about Brian. Let me take a few more bites and I'll tell you another story. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing too. He was hitting on my ex too after we broke up, which I felt really betrayed, but I was just like, whatever, maybe it's my fault for never talking to him about that, but I didn't hold on to it for years and years and years, so it's like, whatever. If we're talking about high school and shit, I want to introduce you to my other friend. I'll call her, let's call her Sylvia. I'm using all my current friends' names and shit. So back in high school, for me, we didn't really have Facebook. We didn't have any of that sort of stuff. What was really big back in the day were two things. Well, it was Asian Avenue at first. So for y'all that don't know Asian Avenue, think about MySpace or Facebook for Asian people. ABGs would post up their fitted cap photos and shit. And then, but then that started going away. And then it was what was really big at the time was actually Zanga. Zanga was really, really big. Because of Zanga, that's how I met most of my Boston friends. Because you have to realize, when you're an underage kid, you don't have that many options of meeting new people outside your city. So I used to meet these people. I used to take the T or the bus or train out and just meet these people. Half the time we meet at Frog Pond and stuff, which is an ice skating ring in Boston. So I don't know if kids do that still. If you're from Boston and you're a Latino bopper, let me know if people still go Frog Pond and shit. Or we would go Boston Bowl. That was the place to chill back in the day. But yeah, this one girl I met, her name was, well, like I said, we'll call her Sylvia. So Sylvia and I, we found out we lived in the next town over. So literally it was just a 20-minute walk. It was pretty dope. Just because we just kicked it off. It's one of those friends where I remember us talking on the phone and we just instantly connected. No lie, I started catching some feelings for her. I really liked her a lot. And she felt the same way too. But I mean, I called her my best friend back then. She was literally one of my best friends. And I was like, man, we just connect on so many levels. I just don't want to fuck up the friendship, And both at the time, I don't think we really had major dating lives either. I can't think of it. Because my friend, she never really had a serious, boyfriend, right? For me, I never had a serious girlfriend. Anyways, we used to hang out. We used to go parties together. We used to do everything together, man. And she's really like it was really dope. Like for me, you have to realize for someone my age at that time, I didn't have a lot of friends. And in my eyes, she was really cool. She loved hip hop. I was a nerd, like, but she accepted me for me. And she slowly like witnessed my like transformation out of my nerddom. So yeah, man. Yeah, so like I said, we used to go Boston Bowl, we used to go to Frog Pond together all the time. When I started driving, gave her rides to parties, picked her up sometimes. We really, really, really kicked it off. Sylvia and I really kicked it off. But I was always too much of a bitch to really say anything, right? But then in high school around the same time she liked me, because it was like on and off. It's like one of those things where like, yo, I might have liked Sylvia at one point, but Sylvia didn't feel the same way about me. And it was just off. So around this, when Sylvia like liked me at the time, I was like, this other girl from high school, my first girlfriend, she's really into me. And then I started dating her. And then yeah, so let's say Sylvia got hella bitter about that. But I mean, she supported me. She was there by my side most of the time, and then like I remember like we were so close that I even went to her prom as like her prom date and shit. Like I was her prom date back in the day for high school, which was pretty dope. So that tells you how like close we were. But anyways, yeah, so I remember in fast forward college, right? So me and my first girlfriend in high school were dating, right? And I found out this girl that I really quote unquote loved and shit actually cheated on me. She was meeting up her best friend and whatnot and all that. And I was really hurt, like I was really broken. I remember like calling my friend Sylvia, or calling my best friend Sylvia, that I was a mess, dude. I was just like, I just need somebody to listen to me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And you can imagine, it's like your first breakup. If you like, for anybody that goes through their first breakup, I want you to think about your first breakup for a second. What did it feel like? Felt like your heart ripped open, felt like your world was gonna end. That was me. And so I called my best friend up, Sylvia, and I was just like, yo, I'm going through so much shit. Like, can you talk to me? I'll never forget this. She was like, just get over it. I was like, fuck, dude, that sucks. If your friend ever says like, just get over it when you're going through something bad, like let's say for me, it's kind of like one of those things where you just don't empathize when it's like you're in real pain and someone is not like listening and shit. Keep in mind, I guess no one is entitled to listen to your shit, but as a best friend, like I just feel like there had to be some sort of empathy or something about it, So yeah, like I was really hurt. And then my bitch ass, I mean, I was like, I remember her always saying this, and I was just really upset. And then I remember like thinking about, man, like here's the thing about Sylvia too. She always used to hit me up only when she needed something, when she needed a ride, when she like that whole past year, like that was the only time she would ever hit me up. She never just hit me up just to connect or anything like that. So I was like, that and her like always trying to use me and shit, I just didn't like it. But you know what? All that shit was actually my fault because I couldn't fucking say no. I was too busy playing the fucking nice guy and trying to get everybody to fucking like me and shit. No, that's bullshit, man. So I remember like calling her, and I finally got the balls to actually talk to her about it. Like I was talking to her about it, and I was just like, I remember calling her. She didn't pick up. I was like, hey, I have something really, really, really important to talk to you about. And like call me as soon as you can. She never called me back. And I was so burned. I fucking hated that shit. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to talk to her ever again. But that gives you an idea of how I was back like almost 10 years ago, actually. Almost 10 years ago, I was a bitch. Nowadays, I would handle it totally differently. I actually thought about getting back with Sylvia and just like tell Sylvia and just talking to her about like, hey, you know, really sorry how I handled that back in the day. I just never got to it. Maybe I'll do it when I'm back in Boston. But I've been thinking about it more and more. And I was just like, damn, I handled that very immaturely. You know, I should have just been up and honest. Just been like, hey, honestly, recently I just been feeling like I'm getting used. But that's how scared I was at confrontation, man. So, I mean, you mature as you get older. As soon, like, I'm not justifying like her actions, but I was definitely in the wrong for not bringing that shit up earlier, you know? So yeah, what I learned was like that friendships are based off of communication. Like, no lie, in real life, I've gotten into some pretty serious fights with a lot of my friends, you know? Not like serious fights, but miscommunications. And I think like if you spend enough time with someone, you're going to get at least into one argument for sure, you know? Even with someone like me who's pretty agreeable with most people, it's going to happen. That shit just happens, man. That's the nature of spending so much time. Think about it. You're dating a girl. Spend enough time with her, you're going to get into at least a few arguments. If you don't, then either, I don't know, she's not saying anything, she's keeping everything from you, or you have a really kick-ass way of like communicating. I don't know. Session says, I'm thinking about getting back with my close friend. We haven't talked in a couple of years and we shared a good connection. Damn. Yeah. I would. So, you know what's pretty funny? This is not like one of the 3 relationships I'm talking about today, but actually, Session, I've been going through something like you did before. Like, one of my good friends, let's call him, I don't know, fucking Alex. I'm running out of names, guys. Let's call him Alex. So Alex, we got into a huge fight. I can't remember. I think it was because he was like, I found him spreading like talking about my sex life and shit. And I didn't really appreciate that. Not because of me, but because of the girl. Because the girl was very self-conscious. And I found him like spreading that shit. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, man? He was like, I consider him one of my best friends. And we like literally got in a huge fight, started, and just stopped talking. And then I think like a few months, maybe half a year later, I hit him up and I was just like, yo, you know, like I fucked up. I should have like expressed how I really felt, and just rather than just yell at you, I should have just like kind of talked about it more in like a more humane way, you know? Like, we're really good friends. I would hate for this small thing to get in between us. And dude, Satan, if the friendship matters enough to you, take responsibility on your end and see what they say. You know, I'm not gonna lie, not all friends will step up and take responsibility, but if you really care about the friendship, I would do it for sure. Isaac says it's really hard. I had to just drop some friends because all they did was smoke weed all damn day. Hey, Isaac, I understand where you're coming from. It might be very, very, very hard to drop your friends, but don't just realize it might not be forever. Like, maybe they don't understand, but maybe they will in a few years. It's part of growing up, bro. I know someone, Stetson says, I know someone who did stop hanging out with their friends because they smoked 24/7, and he didn't want to get into that. Says, yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. Some of my best friends, they all fucking smoke weed. So, but I get it. You know, like, you want to do something more than smoke weed. I get it. You keep on doing you, and I think that's great. Like, I'd never smoked a day in my life. I'm not into that shit. But yeah, who you hang out with is so damn important. It's probably one of the most important things. And let's see. Last story. Dude, this guac is so good. Dude, I don't understand, but Chipotle. So I barely eaten this thing at all. But Chipotle, like, dude, it's so fucking wet at the bottom, man. I feel like it's going through the cardboard. You know the cardboard board that they give you? I feel like it's getting stuck in there. Isaac says, nothing wrong with smoking weed, but if that's all you do with no progress in your life, then that's a problem. Hell yeah. Because all the people I know that smoke weed, they got hella ambition. See, here's the thing, Isaac. I don't think it's about, like, after you're talking, I don't think it's about the weed smoking. I think it's just a lack of ambition, man. Like, your friends probably just aren't ambitious. It's easy to blame the weed, but maybe it's just like your friends aren't hungry. And that's okay. I mean, some of my friends aren't hungry. They're not bad people. But those friends, I let be my friends, sort of like, if I want some sort of consistency in my life, those are like the friends I choose to hang out with. But then it's my motivational, like, aspiration friends, you know? The friends that I want to surround myself and be around majority of the time. There's nothing wrong with being with your A1 since day one friends. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes you need it, you know? But you start realizing where your friends are. Because I'll tell you this, a lot of my friends, which I'm trying to change right now, aren't really into entrepreneurship. When I talk to them about, like, hey, you know, I don't want to do pharmacy, they don't get it. They're kind of stuck in that 9-to-5 mindset. And they don't understand ever, like, why you would ever quit, like, something that is so good. But what people don't realize is, like, it's not about quitting that's something good. That's such a scarcity mindset. To me, it's just like, hey, if you have the ability to do more, why not go for it? The world is huge. I don't want to be bored with the rest of my fucking life, dude. Like, do more. You know, like, if you have the capacity to change people's lives, why wouldn't you? But I realize that's not for everyone. So, not talking shit against my pharmacy people, but I noticed that mindset with a lot of people, you know? So, the water from the beans leaks through. Kyle Chan says the water from the beans leak through when you don't get a lot of rice. Well, yeah, I obviously don't have a lot of rice, but you know what's so funny? I don't even have beans in here. I don't even know what's causing all this liquid. You know, like, because the chicken's pretty dry. Maybe, you know what it is? Might be a salsa. Because when I asked him to throw pico de gallo, I think he got a lot of water. And then there was, like, the hot sauce and shit. Before I go on to my last story, how do you guys like this Mudda story time? I got this idea from Stephanie Sue, a mukbanger. So I thought I would tell my own different stories on here. Make sure to like this video too. So if you guys like this video, I might do more of these and just, like, sit back, relax, tell you some stories of the past or stories I'm currently going through. But yeah. Okay. Who's the last? What should last name be? So I already used Angela. I already used Sylvia. Who else? Trying to think of a last name. Let's call this girl Stephanie for last one. Okay. Before I go into it, Kenneth was like, any advice with ending a long relationship and your ex still wants to be your friend? I think that really depends on you, man. I'm not gonna lie. Some people just don't want to be friends with their ex. I mean, sounds like your ex wants to be friends with you, but do you want to be friends with your ex? It doesn't sound like it. And maybe, like, is the person that you're breaking up with trying to keep a friendship with you? Is that what I'm getting? That's what I'm reading. Story time is good. I kind of like it better than the pharmacy advice live stream. That's awesome. Not really. Well, yeah, just be real. Just be like, hey, honestly, I don't mean to say this to be mean. I don't mean it to like be an asshole, but honestly, I just don't feel like we'd be good friends at this moment or ever. If you're really savage, you can drop that extra line, but say it just with conviction and just like, dude, you gotta look out for yourself. If you don't think that you're gonna be good friends, don't do yourself that disservice of like trying to be friends but not. Then it just gets awkward. Worst case scenario, like she'll just be like, yo, Kenneth is a really shitty friend. Like, but here's the thing, you didn't want to be friends to begin with. So just be real. It sucks being honest, brutally honest sometimes, but we all need it in our lives, and it sets it. Dude, here's how I picture it. The truth is like reaction, like chemical reactions. You know what a catalyst is? It basically speeds up a reaction in chemistry, right? Truth is like that catalyst. So when you throw truth into a relationship, it just speeds up what the relationship would already be like. So I agree with Seton. Awesome. Great new founder. I'm glad you guys like it. I want to do more of these, but I just like, because that's like, dude, I don't want to fucking talk about pharmacy. It's so boring. Fuck that. But yeah, which leads me into my next story. Last one is with Steph. I'll call her Stephanie. So a few years ago, like when I moved out to LA, and then Stephanie moved out to LA as well. So I think Stephanie is from like New York and stuff, and we used to go like, it's like, again, it was like one of those friendships where we just really kicked it off. She liked hip hop, I like hip hop. She liked Korean barbecue, I like Korean barbecue. She did keto, I did keto. I was like, damn, no lie, I was pretty attracted to Stephanie. She was really hot in my eyes. Other people didn't think so, but I was like, she's pretty hot. I think she's cute. But yeah, and if you can't tell, I used to have a really big fear of like expressing how I felt like toward girls and shit. Like I didn't really fucking own how like, hey, I like you, you know? It was something that, because I had such a fucking scarcity mindset that I was so scared that if I told people how I really felt, they would just fucking leave me. But that was my own shit. Anyways, yeah, so we used to go clubbing, we used to go out all the time. We used to talk on the phone. We used to like really click. It's really rare, man. Like we were really, really, really good friends. Like I felt like I could tell her anything, vice versa. Everything was really good. And yeah. But I think a year or two into the friendship and stuff, I started feeling very, very uncomfortable. Like very uncomfortable. Like what I realized about Stephanie was that she had a temper problem, dude. She would be that type, like if it didn't go her way, she would fucking snap at you and shit. I was just like, holy shit. So I still considered her a good friend, but I was just like, okay, this girl, she's just really picky. But I still hung out with her all the time. And what I realized too, like the more we hang out, the more I wasn't myself. Cause like, dude, when I'm out, I'm fucking loud. I'm loud, ratchet, like talk a lot. But when I used to go out, I'd just be very quiet. I wouldn't say anything. I felt like I was being judged all the time. And anything I would say would just really come out awkward. It just wasn't no bueno, man. But it was only with her. It wasn't with my other friends. It was only with her. And I was too fucking busy. Then I came to a conclusion. I was like, yo, I'm being like a fucking bitch right now. Like, dude, I'm people pleasing to the max. And I think what I was like, now that I'm thinking about it, I think what I really wanted to do was like, dude, I wanted to date her so bad that I wanted to try to impress her and try to please her, which is the wrong way to fucking do it. Don't ever do that. If you're a nice guy, like, dude, fucking read there's a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy. It's somewhere on my fucking bookshelf. I can't find it. But don't do that. That's very manipulative. no bueno. So yeah. So like it was really awkward, and I noticed like I just wasn't myself over the past year or so. And then but I still hung out with Stephanie all the time. We used to just kick it still, go clubbing still, even though like I'd be very anxious to approach other girls and shit, and I don't know. It was just really weird feeling. Anyway, so Stephanie actually, and I think some of you guys might know this story because I've told it on my stream before. But Stephanie, I think she either lost her job or she got fired or quit her job. I don't really know what exactly happened, but she's decided to start her own business, and she does like, I don't know, like herbals and stuff like that. So she started doing her own business, and she was doing a startup, and she has a really strong background in marketing. And what I realized was that she asked me to do a photo shoot or video shoot for her. Like, and for me, like, I'm not like a videographer. I mean, you see my videos, they're not like, yo, that production quality. I watched Kevin Yee for that fucking drone shot and shit. No, I appreciate all of that videography stuff. Like, I really do. But I'm no expert, so I didn't feel very confident in myself. And I honestly, yeah, honestly, I don't want to do it. So she asked me, and I was just like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. She's like, come on, it'll just be fun. And me being a fucking people pleaser, I am. I said yes. And so we do the shoot. At the time, this was around last year. Like, so I think I was going on a cruise with my family and stuff. And like, yeah, so basically, we do the shoot. I ask her for a few things, like, hey, pick the background music that you want, tell me what you want. And then she's like, okay. She didn't get back to me for 3 weeks, which I'm okay with, because at the end of the day, it's not my project. I don't really care. But then like, I just get so busy because I'm trying to, I think around that time I was still doing daily vlogs and stuff. So it was like I was like trying to get caught up on my own content. And then she sends me files, and she was like, yeah, I want it done soon. And I was like, yo, I literally can't get it done till next month because I'm gone for 2 weeks. I'm going to Bermuda with my family. I'm not going to edit while I'm with my family. I don't even get to fucking see my family that often. So this is really important to me, and I can't get it. And then she goes off at me. She's like, what the hell, Kevin? That's so unprofessional. I'm just like in my head, I'm like, dude, you're not even fucking paying me. I'm doing this pro bono. This is like, I'm doing it because I'm your friend, right? And I want to see you grow. But yeah, man. So we just get into this heated argument, and I'm just like, I was like, dude, let's get off the fucking Facebook Messenger and just fucking talk. She's like, no, this is good enough. I was like, wow. I was like, really? You're gonna be like this? You really want to be like this? We've been friends for so many years, and now that we have like argument, you don't want to fucking work it out or talk. She's like, there's nothing to work out. I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just like, yo, Stephanie, you're being hella manipulative. You've always been manipulative during this friendship, you know? I admit, I fucked up. I should have just said no, like straight from the beginning. I should have said, no, I don't want to do it. I offered this girl to help her if she needed the thing sooner. I would have actually found an editor for her. That's what I said. And it was just like, she's so unappreciative. I thought about my relationship like with her. I was just like, this isn't good. It's like, she's like she's always so damn negative about everything, always commenting on like people. Well, this person doesn't do that, blah blah blah. But never once does she ever freaking look at herself and see like, hey, maybe I'm the fucking problem rather than other people all the time, you know? So we get in a huge argument. I was like, hey, yo, Stephanie, maybe it's best that we just don't work together. Maybe we're just not a good like working relationship, you know? She's like, no, maybe we're just not good as a friends, period. I was like, okay, if you want to go there, that's your choice. Like, that's fine with me, you know? Like, if you really think that this is the best decision for you, I 100% support you. I like, dude, I think as a good friend, that's what unconditional love and support is, man. Like, no matter what decision, you just respect it. She didn't have to take it there, but she did. So She's just like, send me the files and then we'll never talk again. I was like, damn. I was like, hold up, bitch. Stephanie, I'm only going to send you files because, one, I want to send you files. Even though we're not like friends anymore, still want to see you succeed and shit. So here's the files. You fucking unappreciative bitch. But that's what was going in my head. But hey, it happens. I'm not gonna lie, cried my eyes out after that whole fiasco because I felt like I lost one of my best friends that day. But it taught me a lot. Like, looking back on it, I look at my life like at least 1 year later. If I did edit on that fucking cruise, I would have done my family such a huge disservice. You know, like, I would have never got to spend more time with my dad. I would have never got, like, dude, I learned that surrounding yourself around negative people, like, brings out the worst in you. You know, I'm always advocating, like, yo, be the best version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Surround yourself around kick-ass people, like, really refreshing people. But Stephanie was not like that. She always made me feel like very judged. And guess what? The shitty part is, it was all my fault. I decided hanging out with this bitch. I decided hanging out with this girl, you know, and put her in my life. Now that she's gone, I feel so 1,000 times better, dude. I don't have to worry about her nagging, her negative energy all the time. And that's what I say. Like, guys, if you have that nagging ass person in your life, kick them out. Fucking fire your friends, you know? You know what type of friends I'm talking about. It's not everyone, dude. Definitely not everyone. But it's very important to be very choosy about your friends because it does affect your mood, your success, all that sort of shit. It really does. It didn't really make sense to me before, but that average or 5 friends bullshit, actually that holds some merit, man. Like, if you like, think about it. No one fucking builds a business in Skid Row in LA because, like, it's a shitty environment. Don't surround yourself around shitty people, man. Kenneth says, I always try to make others happy. It's hard to be mean, lol. It's not being mean. Here's the thing. It's not being mean. What's meaner? Telling somebody kind of like a lie, you know, bullshit lie that's going to hurt them in the end anyways? Or just being very direct with your needs and what your wants and expressing how you truly feel. You can just be like, hey, you know, I know this is going to hurt you a lot, but I don't think we should be friends. That way. So the way I just said it, compassionate, but also very, very fucking clear, you know? So, like, dude, it's all about your tone. You know, I know, like, Kenneth, I have a good idea what type of person you are already. You really care about people. You don't want to hurt people, but you have trouble saying maybe no or being clear sometimes. And it's okay. I'm the same way, actually. You know, I'm the exact same way. But you can change that. Just be direct, man. Just don't hold back what you feel like in here, dude. You know that's what you really want to say. So just say it. Don't be a dick about it. Be like, bitch, I don't want to hang out with you. Dude, don't say that. But just be like, hey, you know, I know that this might hurt you a lot, but I honestly don't think we can be friends. I don't think let's not be friends. There's nothing wrong with saying that, man. You're not an asshole for saying that. You're an asshole for saying, yeah, let's be friends, and like never seeing her again because you just made a promise and broke it. Or you just made a commitment and broke it. That's a pretty douchebag thing to do, man. So don't do that. I know, Kenneth, you're a good person at heart. You can do the right decision, man. Your stories are interesting, says Newfounder. I appreciate you, bro. You was blind by beauty, man. Happened to me too many times. Hell yeah, I was blinded by beauty. Dude, I thought she was so fucking hot. I thought she was like the most beautiful. Well, and plus, here's the thing. Stephanie, I get caught up with the names and stuff, but Stephanie, she was my people. She was like toys on and shit. And I was like, damn, you know, like, yo, I was like, what do you eat when you grew up? Like, what kind of foods do you eat? And she was like, "Yo, bang." I was like, "Damn, that's the shit that I grew up on." So like when you have so many common interests, it's like hard not to get attracted to someone like that, you know? And plus she was really pretty, like especially when she did her makeup. I was like, damn. But you know, happens to all of us guys. And it should happen to, honestly, to be a man, the more shitty experiences or the harder conversations that you have, or those times where you fuck up, those are moments where you become a man. The more experiences you have, the more wiser you become. Guaranteed, I'm so much more wiser than I was a year ago. For sure. You can probably see the maturity in myself over this year alone compared to 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. That's how it's supposed to be, man. That's how it's supposed to be. 9 people. Beauty fades, lol. It's so true. Beauty fades, but inner beauty, man, that's the what you want to look for. See, that's why I'm like, yo, major props to like him, because he found like girl that is not only beautiful. Like, so for y'all that don't know Cam, make sure to follow him on Periodics. He also has a newsletter called Successful Dancing. You guys might want to check that out if you're a dancer and you like to do the pop and the wave and shit. But yo, he has this thing called Successful Dancing. He's also a JK News editor. But yeah, like he found a girl that is one very, very like Brie. She's so beautiful. She's like a really beautiful girl. But what makes her beautiful isn't only her exterior. It's her real inner beauty. The way I see that she treats people, the way that she interacts with her not daughter, her baby sister, the way she acts around dogs, the way she's just like a really loving spirit. It's very rare, man. Sometimes you'll meet people, they might be really hot, they might be the ABG and so beauty on the outside, but when you look on the inside in, they might be a gold digger. They might use people. They might have zero motivation in life and try dragging other people down. You don't want that shit. I'll tell you this. When you're rich and balling, you don't want that shit in your life, man. Like, no amount of money is like worth dealing with bullshit like that. Dude, I'd rather be like the rich businessman, single, and just like sleep with hookers all day. Yo, there's nothing wrong with hookers, man. But really inviting those people in your life 24/7, nah, man. Fuck that. Manga Guru says, "What's up, Kevin?" Yee. Brie is fine. Yeah. But like I said, Brie is like one of those people. She's just really dope inside and out. I'm so glad I got to know her, man. Definitely fell for a girl before who was extremely attractive, but toxic deep down. I've had multiple people like that in my life. You know, sometimes you just fall for the beauty, for the boob and the beauty. But the real key is like, if you find both, that's great, man. Like, you should. It was tough because we had similar goals and interests. Yeah, it's really hard. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes love blinds you, man. Or not love, but lust. You know? Like, that attraction, it really blinds you. Sometimes you don't even know, like, you don't really know. And that's where, like, it's good to have your friends, like, check you. You know, like, they're like, hey, ask them, hey, do you actually see us together? Or how am I when I'm around with her? Do you think she brings out the best of me? If you have kick-ass homies, they will not lie to you. It's really important. What's your ratio of personality and attractiveness? Both, duh. Dude, it's like, dude, would I really want a really hot girl with zero personality, or like a really ugly girl with like the best personality in the world. And here's the thing. You gotta be fucking attracted to them. That's the first thing, right? Because if there's no physical attraction, it's not gonna work out. Okay? Second thing, inner beauty is really important too. So dude, why can't you just have like both? Why not have like a really hot girl with a kick-ass personality? They do exist. And that's the thing, that's the beauty about like humans. Like I feel like you could just, since everybody's a little different, they're attracted to different things. And maybe like what, I don't want to say one man's trash, that's not right. But like what maybe you find like really hot and shit, I might find like I'm not attracted to that shit, you know? So like everybody's a little different. What about your current relationship right now? Well, to be fair, I'm dating, but I'm not in a relationship. And I guess the girl I'm dating, we're very I would say like one thing that I really appreciate about the current girl I'm dating is that pure openness. Like she can understand my intent even when I'm saying like real big things. Like the other day, I was talking about my goals, and then she was like, "Do you want me to pick you up from the airport tomorrow?" I was like, "No, it's fine. I'll just get my roommate to drive me." She's like, "What am I, a distraction?" And I know a lot of you guys will be like, "Kevin, you're a dick," but hey, I'm really determined toward my goals. I was like, "No, yeah, honestly, you are a distraction. You saw my board. You saw my dream board. I've told you several times that I'm focused on my business. I'm focused on my goals. I don't want a relationship right now. And honestly, it seems like you want something more that I cannot give you. I'll let you know right now. It's perfectly okay to say no and stop what we have, you know? It's perfectly fine, you know? So I'll let you think about it. Don't give me an answer right now. Think about it. We'll talk in 2 days, and then we'll talk about what you want to do." So, like, we can both express ourselves like that, you know? And there's no ambiguity. There's no bullshit. It's just like, that's one thing I really appreciate, you know? She's really caring too, but it just so happens that I'm just very determined by my goals, you know? Because to me, in my eyes, no business, no, like, if I don't live a happy life, then it doesn't matter what the fuck I have, you know? Like, chili. What's the chill to pull ratio, Brian? I don't know what you're referring to. Yo, Brian, I actually used your names for one of the stories I was giving. I told him about the real story about our friendship, man. But yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing. If somebody doesn't understand, there's tons of girls out there. There's tons of relationships out there. Yes, it might be hard, but again, abundance versus scarcity mentality. Yes, you can go look at the world like, oh, there's not enough girls for me. I can never find the one. Or you can take another approach, be like, hey, there's probably a lot of people that are compatible with me. I mean, I don't know what the population is. Let's say it's 7 billion. 7 billion people on this planet. At least one of them has to be like good for me, right? Like, dude, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Do not get caught up. If somebody does not support your goals, there will be another person that will, you know? So, what was that about? I joined a few minutes ago. Oh yeah, so this stream, Brian, was about the 3 friendships I've burned throughout my high school. I think it was high school. I talked about high school, well, elementary school, high school, and sort of recently. Yeah, pretty fun. A lot of people like the story time, man. Too bad I only got how many people? Nine people watching this. So yeah, guys, I'm almost done with my Chipotle bowl, but I'm gonna head out. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If there's a story time that you're very curious about, please leave it in the comments. If you're watching this on replay, or leave it in the chat. I think story times are the shit, man. I really like story times more than the pharmacy advice, because honestly, your boy Kevin Yee of Farm D, I'm very tired of giving pharmacy advice. Yeah, but don't blame you. Chill to pull ratio is the chilling versus bros versus girls. Wait, chilling with bros versus pulling girls. Yo, bro. My ratio is like non-existent. I don't chill right now and I don't pull girls, so that ratio is like, it's all fucked right now. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. Make sure to subscribe, sign up for my mud email list, which I should really be posting an article or sending out something soon. Just been so busy, which is a bad excuse. I gotta make it my intent to do it. I'm gonna finish my bowl. I'll see you guys next time. Mother peace, mother people. Bye.